Hi guys, welcome to me and Mr. Avocado. So I just posted a video about how to be a chill vegan. Like if you're vegan and maybe you're struggling socially, maybe you're a little lost as to how to show up in the world as yourself, that video is about how to do it with grace and compassion, not only for animals, but for other humans as well. So go check that out. This video is about how to watch yourself and to avoid the ego trap that is inherent with identifying as a vegan or as anyone else or as anything else for that matter, whether spiritual, Asian, anything you can imagine. There is a way that the ego will try to latch onto to make use of it. So veganism is where we decide that our own selfish desires and our cravings for food don't matter as much as the suffering of sentient creatures. So we decide, you know what? I'm going to not contribute to that. I am not going to put any more dollars towards industries that exploit the innocent. I am going to change what I eat, what I buy, to align with my values of love for all and protection of life, right? That is veganism. And of course, when you put it in words like that, you sound very holier than thou. You sound like you have put yourself onto a pedestal, because who really talks like that? And because it is a very lofty thing to be vegan is quite lofty, because you have essentially put the collective above yourself. You have made yourself into somewhat of a martyr. And I mean, who become martyrs? Saints. Saints are martyrs. They have become the meta-human. We are almost like meta-human. And so because we are operating at a level where our actions have aligned to our values, and even if we're not perfect, we're certainly doing a lot better than we used to, our ego loves this. It loves this. And if we're not careful, and if we lack the self-awareness to become mindful and cognizant of what the heck we're doing in here, then we can become entrapped and enslaved by our egoic need to feel important. The ego is always looking for ways to make us look a little bit better than others, to make us seem a little bit more important than others, to make ourselves stand out. I mean, anything we do, especially nowadays, put on social media, what are you doing? You are giving yourself, this person, a place to be more of that person. And then so what do? We only post the good, nice, positive things that we like about our lives and that we like about our appearance. We put that up for others to see. But people don't see the ugly side, right? They don't see us when we have no makeup on and when we are just fresh out of bed and we look like utter crap, right? So that means that whatever it is that we strive to do, the ego will always look for an opportunity to use it and exploit it for its own wants. And its want is simply to be seen. It wants to be acknowledged, right? So unfortunately, being vegan is not only hard because, I mean, we are the minority. We are certainly not, most people out there, you go outside, most people are not like us, right? And that is what it is. But also, the other thing we have to look out for is that we can become superior in our own eyes. We want to only associate with other people who are like us. We believe that other people should be like us. What does it mean when we see an us versus them? That means there is separation. What is separation? Separation is ego. Consciousness is not separate. Consciousness is embedded in every little iota of this reality. But because we are living in this egoic 3D reality, then there's always separation. But it is up to us to watch out for that, to be mindful about what we're thinking. Sometimes when I go out, I go to, different events and stuff like that, and then people, this is a vegan event, so people will start to say like, oh, like, I can't believe when, this caterer, like, they didn't even understand like what it means to offer only vegan food, like there was feta on the salad or something like that. And it's like, my goodness, like, people aren't like us. How can we expect other people to have the same knowledge and the same awareness as us if they're not like us? Then when things like that happen, then it is merely an opportunity for us to inform and to educate if they're open to education, right? But when we see ourselves as better than, we see ourselves as superior in some way, and we say things like, oh, the meat eaters, oh my goodness, then you're no better than people who call vegans crazy and say those vegans, those grass-eating soy boys, you're no better. Then we're all the same because we're creating separation. And where is separation from? It's freaking ego. So can we please just become more aware of how we're saying things and how we're viewing the world? Are we viewing the world as, oh my God, there's so much meat on this menu? Like, why do people still do that? Like, don't they understand that it is so cruel? Well, don't you understand that it is not nice to judge either? Everyone is on their journey. They're on their path, for good or for bad. Let's just assume everyone is doing their best, okay? And let's really make sure we become very, very aware of any ego inside of us that is trying to assert itself and strengthen itself through our seeming superiority to others. Because we don't want to become what we hate so much. And unfortunately, that is what always happens throughout human history. Those who create a revolution to throw down the establishment, what do they become afterwards? The same thing. So we have to become mindful and aware of what the heck we're doing, because in our crusade for love and compassion, we take on the exact opposite traits. So here's to you and your ego. Let's chill out on that latter one. Let's focus on just appreciating everybody and putting out love and compassion for all, because that is what changes lives. Not hatred, not judgment. Have a good day.